How's it, guys? Welcome back to another video today. I hope you guys are doing well. And in this video, I will be going over what is exactly happening with Bitcoin, because right now we are coming down. We're actually sitting at 58K, which is quite interesting. So I want to speak about that and the next potential move that we're going to see for Bitcoin. So yeah, make sure you guys do like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're going to go through a whole bunch of different stuff. I'm going to go through a couple setups with you guys for the day. And yeah, let's speak about it. Cool. Okay, so first up, guys, is Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. So basically, we know that last week we created that massive doji candle, right? And we're still respecting this massive channel, right? From the top side of around about 72K to the downside of around about 49K, but the bottom of the channel is essentially 55,800. Okay, so this level, as long as we stay above this point, we should technically still bounce. But yeah, lower time frames are suggesting a little bit of a divergence back down, but the higher time frames are still looking good. But yeah, we have to dive into the daily and stuff. So basically, when we look at the daily, we can see that we have to start closing back above 61,700. This will confirm price to move a lot higher for Bitcoin. But right now, we essentially just making another lower high. Okay, so we're making another lower high here. So I do think that we just have to be careful with opening positions for Bitcoin to the upside. But what is interesting is that the daily candle closed pretty much respecting support, which is good. It's a good sign, right? If the daily support candle closed, let's make this a different color. Okay, we'll take away the drawing. Okay, so if the daily candle closed below this box over here, then yesterday daily candle, then I would have been like, okay, the market is most probably going to dump quite hard today. But because we closed respecting this level here, you can see that this candle over here closed respecting, we could potentially see a bounce. And we do know that this is a potential bounce, and it is 58K. And you can see that 58K is typically a bounce zone. If we look at the book map for the day, we can see that there's a whole bunch of orders sitting here, even 57,600. This whole level there's a lot more liquidity sitting below us right now than above us. So I do think that we could bounce from the zone, at least come back up to 59K, 59,600. Yeah, but we might come down a little bit lower here, maybe get like a bottom wick and then move a little bit higher. So you can see the range for today is around about 59,600 to 57. 57K. So it's a little bit tricky right now. Like I said, for Bitcoin, obviously we have to start holding this level here. So I'm actually looking at a potential long to the upside, but I have to see price obviously close above this point, right? So we need price to close above 58K, and we need a nice little flip, a bullish flip would be good. What I mean by that is I want this candle to actually, so there's 1 minute left here, and I wanted to actually hold the support and potentially flip bullish here. You can see that it is quite a strong zone here, guys. This level within this zone over here, right? This is essentially the support that we have for the day. We know that psychologically people will be longing 58K. So let's see what happens. Bitcoin potential bounce. Okay. What else? I took a long for MKR, guys. I want to speak about this setup for MKR because basically, what I'm looking at here is a potential long, and I do think that MKR is a lot stronger than Bitcoin right now. So if we look at MKR on the lower time frames and the higher time frames, you can see on the daily time frame it is starting to form structure, a little bit of a bullish structure. You can see on the 4-hour as well. We can see that we have this trend line over here. We could potentially come down a little bit lower, but overall looking quite decent here for MKR. We could even come down a little bit lower, potentially this level here. So if I do get stopped out here for MKR, I will be longing it again at this point over here. So let's see what happens for MKR. I do think that this could potentially just be the lower high, the high low of this previous level. You can see that the structure is, of course, still really strong for MKR compared to most other coins like Bitcoin, for example. So on the lower time frame, this is the zone that I took a long from. Yeah, if we break this level, then cool, I'll be opening up a new long at the zone. So stop loss is only 1%, so it's a 10% loss on this trade. So if we come down low, then cool, look for longs. And also theta, guys. I want to speak about theta. I haven't actually analyzed theta in a while. Like it's been really, really long time. So I want to quickly go over it, and I'm expecting theta to bounce, guys. Honestly, it looks really, really good. If we look at the daily time frame, we can see that theta. Actually, let's look at the weekly, because I want to show you guys something here. I want to show you guys something here. So if we look at the weekly, can you see last week how we created that massive bottom wick, right? We created that massive bottom wick. So what I'm expecting is this new week. I mean, this can continue to come down, but I'm expecting to take longs back up to these levels at the top over here, right? So potentially looking to long from the current price to around about the zone, and then looking to short that area. So this is something that I'd probably look for theta, potentially come down lower, but right now looking like we could bounce from this current price. So I'm actually looking for a potential long here. You can see if we go down to the 1 hour, we did actually close really, really nicely here. And we closed respecting this trend line, which is obviously important. And yeah, we are bouncing, which is quite nice. So I'm actually going to open this long over here for MKR. And then look to potentially target these levels at the top of here. Okay, so not MKR, this is theta. So overall, theta looking like it wants to bounce, which is why I'm looking at this long, and it looks decent. Like the thing is, right now I'm trying to find the coins that are actually looking a lot more stronger than Bitcoin right now, because Bitcoin obviously not looking that strong, but it is at support, so that's a potential. Then if you look at Ethereum, I got stopped out last night on Ethereum, and it broke a trend, guys. So this is important for Ethereum, because it actually did break this trend line right over here, which is obviously very important. So potentially can come down a lot lower, but I wanna analyze something quickly and show you guys what I'm actually looking at, because although we did break trend, technically this is just a lower high. So if we look at the daily time frame, for example, it's still creating a lower high, right? If we look at the 4 hour, same thing, right? As long as we stay above this point, we should be good. So what I did was I drew the Fibonacci, right, from this low to this high over here, and we got this level over here where we're currently bouncing from. So we are currently bouncing from quite a strong level for Ethereum. But the problem is, guys, to be honest with you, we did actually break trend here. So essentially we could come down a little bit lower, but I'm expecting a bounce from this point over here. I don't think that we can come down that much lower. We could potentially see this at this very, very strong level right over here, right? Super, super strong. So let's see what happens. Of course, I'll wait for that. I'm not going to take it long for Ethereum now, but if price comes down to 2537, I will be looking to long. It's a very strong level, but yeah, then again, I'll probably look to see if there's a reaction at this point. Okay, so that is for that. And then also Bitcoin dominance, guys. Have a look at this. So this is quite exciting, right? It's quite exciting because Bitcoin dominance just lost trend, which could be exciting, but could be also a little bit scary, because essentially, if Bitcoin dominance starts to rise a little bit here, that come and retest this level, and the market continues to decline, we're going to see altcoins get smacked. But if altcoins, but this is a good sign for the altcoins, because the next run up will mean that Bitcoin dominance has lost trend. And yeah, I do think that this is very, very nice, because we are looking mainly at long positions for the trade that I showed you today, for like MKR, for example, and theta. And the reason why is also the Bitcoin dominance, right? So the Bitcoin dominance is obviously falling, which could flow put money within the altcoins for today. So there are a couple altcoins that are looking really, really bad. Like for example, Floki looking good. Beautiful reaction of this level over here. So this is not looking great for Floki. What else can we look at? 𝗕𝗓𝗪 looking beautiful. Look at 𝗕𝗓𝗪. 𝗕𝗓𝗪 is also really, really strong. It broke out of that falling wedge. and it's pretty much at the top of the range. That would have been a great setup. I was actually looking at that, but didn't end up taking it. Let's have a look at 𝗕𝗘𝗪. Yeah, so 𝗕𝗘𝗪, we got TP pretty much got hit the other day. But let's have a look here. Yeah, I'm not liking this for 𝗕𝗘𝗪, to be honest with you. This just looks like a continuation to the downside. Not looking too healthy, if I'm honest, for 𝗕𝗘𝗪. So yeah, we did break trend as well. We broke trend. I'll show you what I mean by that. We broke this trend line. This was obviously the level that was holding it up. And yeah, we did actually manage to break through it yesterday, which is obviously not a good thing, which means that 𝗕𝗘𝗪 is most likely going to fall a little bit more, potentially back down to, we have a level just over here, bit of the mid-range zone. So that is something that I'll be watching out for. Audi also got hit quite hard yesterday as well. Basically, same thing. I'm potentially looking to long because I honestly think that we're going to see a bounce here, guys. There's not much. There's quite a lot of liquidity to the downside, which probably means we're going to hit that zone within today and then potentially see a relief bounce, and maybe later in New York session we'll probably get a little bit of volatility. So yeah, I do appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again. I hope you guys did learn something. Those are the trades that I'm looking at for the day. MKR, we're in a long at the minute, and Theta, we took a long, guys. So yeah, thanks so much. Hope you guys did learn something, and see you. I will be going live. Yeah, I'll be going live in the next hour. So I'll see you guys there. Peace out.